I'm Steph Strickland with Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo TV, joined now by my friend and colleague and awesome aviator and fantastic human being, John Baum, call sign Slick. Your call sign came because you were a Viper pilot, an F-16 pilot.
Yes.
Tell me about flying that jet.
I tell you, one of the loves of my life. I love the F-16. It was such a pleasure to fly. I mean, the lines, the ability of the airplane, and just sitting in the cockpit, 30-degree reclined seat, the throttle in your left hand, the stick in your right hand. It was just, the perfect combination of man and machine. It was great.
You make it sound easy, but it's the highest G airframe in terms of fighter jet. I mean, you could pull 9G in that thing, no problem. Everyone else is doing paperwork, but not you guys. Yeah,
it's really amazing. We were talking about this the other night with our good friend Feed Davies. He was talking about the F-18 and things that he did, and we were talking about the fly-by-wire system where, the stick moves 1/4 of an inch. So if you think in 1/4 of an inch, you can go from 1G to 9Gs like that. That's just the type of airplane it is. It's great.
One of the things that I love about you did, obviously you went to weapon tactics school, you taught pilots how to fight. Education's always been in your blood as an aviator, and now you've kind of turned that into a role with E3 Aviation, one of our fantastic partners here at Sun and Fun, and we are grateful to be working with E3 Aviation. Tell me a little bit about E3 for folks who are not familiar with it, who haven't heard about it.
Yeah, so I mean the 3 E's are empower, educate, and entertain, right? So through that, I mean, for us, all of us on the E3 team are really just focused on the fact that we are passionate about aviation and we want to push that forward to the next generation. So we want to empower them. We want to break out of the noise that's out there for future aviators, and we want to really educate. And as you mentioned, we brought in folks with backgrounds like, I'm a career instructor. That's what I did. So we want to bring those elements through an entertainment network as well. So, we kind of coined this little phrase, like we hope, what do we want to be in 5 years? We hope we're like the Netflix of aviation, right? To where we have powerful, amazing content that will be forward and public facing, and then also a lot, that's for our members that log into their account and they have exclusive access to just amazing content.
This is, in fact, pretty interesting. E3, the way I was describing it when you and I were talking, feels kind of like an American Express card in the sense that it is a membership-based organization, but the goal is it will pay for itself with what is offered on the back end. Do I have that right?
Absolutely. You really do. And I love that analogy where we hope that we're going to bring a much more value than your annual membership. And it's not that much. It's, it's under $150 for a year for unlimited access. But we have partnered with great people. Just if you come to Sun and Fun as an E3 Aviation member, you have access to our VIP tent,
very nice.
which is air conditioning, which is great
when
you're
nice.
Out here. But we've got all kinds of stuff going on. There's influencers and mentors and instructors and all these folks that are coming through along with our industry partners. So we pass the savings on to our members through exclusive deals that you get on the platform.
And I do think it's important to know E3, while E3 is new in the aviation space, the company has been very successful in a couple of other sort of outdoor type verticals, for lack of a better way of putting it, correct? The company has history and has been successful in that space.
That's right. We E3 as an enterprise have been in business over 10 years. E3 camping is tremendous. So, very much like aviation, if you are really into RVing or, camping or overlanding or 4x4, these are all, the different, as you call them, verticals, different communities that they speak their own language. They have their own challenges and of course different areas where they need community help. Hey, my generator won't start on my RV. Does anybody have any help? And it's not. It is truly community based. So it's not like you're going to get some cranky answer like if you ask that on Twitter, right? It's not like jumping into some, and we're not just a forum, but that is one of the things that's offered on the platform where it's other like-minded people with expertise helping each other out. So been very successful in the RV camping world, the overland for those people like the rooftop tents and all that stuff where they're like driving off the grid and doing their thing, and then of course camping as well. So it's just been really incredible.
I had the good fortune to moderate a panel with 5 fighter pilots yesterday. He was on this panel as well. Every single one of them had general aviation experience. So this audience, largely a general aviation audience, a commercial audience. We have commercial pilots, folks who got ATP ratings, who are flying currently. In addition to their military background, they're instructing in Cessnas. They own F-1 rockets. It was a really neat panel. So I'm just grateful to you for letting me be a part of it. Let me ask you finally, what is it that makes you so excited excited about now being a part of E3?
You know, one of the things I've been, realizing all week, and it's like I pinch myself and think that, the life that I've been fortunate enough to live, I joined the Air Force when I was 17. I worked on airplanes, and then I used my GI Bill money, and I went to college. I was the first guy to graduate college in my family, and then came in as a commissioned officer. I flew the F-16. I did, commercial business as an entrepreneur outside of the military, all through aviation. So aviation has provided myself and my family this life that I just never would have even dreamed that I could have, and I just want to pay it forward. I want the kids that I've met, and I want to inspire other kids that haven't thought that either they even considered aviation as a career, as a lifestyle, something to do with their family, or those that are excited about it but they don't know how to get there, or they don't have the resources maybe to get there. So we are just trying to empower the next generation, and I think E3 is going to be a really great catalyst for that.
And what a great fit with Sun and Fun, given our mission and the values that we try to bring to the table. So this is a perfect fit. And it brings me joy sitting here with you. But one more thing before I wrap it up, because you out here will love this. Tell me about your Stearman, because it holds a very unique distinction that everyone, if you know Stearman, you're going to go, what? Tell me more about that.
Yeah, I'm going to do two things. Really quickly, I want to say that we are thankful for Sun and Fun because you all are helping us achieve our mission. So for those that join E3 Aviation while they're here at Sun and Fun, we are making a tremendous donation through the proceeds to the ACE, the Aerospace Center of Excellence. So we are putting our money literally where our mouth is to go and support these organizations. But the Stearman, we're really blessed and excited to have this airplane. It was contracted in 1942. They were so backed up. It was delivered in April. So my friend who was number 4, the birthday of the airplane was 4/4 of 44.
Oh, you're kidding.
Right? So super cool. But it is the lowest time Stearman in the world. It only has 331 hours on it since 1944. So I know that the second, lowest time Stearman in the world is about 1,500 hours. So I have plenty of, hours before I catch up. And it was one of those things where these airplanes, they have these personalities, and I just feel like she's ready to fly. She wants to fly, so we're going to go do stuff. And I hope to have her here at Sun and Fun next year.
And speaking of, he actually does have to go because he is flying in something different, not the Stearman. So, Slick, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Steph.
Awesome. I'm Steph Strickland with Sun and Fun Aerospace Expo TV.